BNR, Burning Rock, received FDA breakthrough device designation for its overseas multi-cancer detection test. That's Bravo November Romeo. HSTM, HealthStream, acquires electronic education document system. That's Hotel Sandy Tango Michael. SHIP, Synergy Maritime, announcing acquisition of a scrubber-fitted Cape-size vessel and immediate period employment and sale of 2 oldest vessels of the fleet. That's Sandy Hotel India Papa.
AUPH plus 6.20 might be fun. JSPR prop plus 2 there, NTB, smaller float.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. EJ, good morning. Jack, good morning.
Hello?
Hello? What's up?
What's going on, Jag?
Not much, man. Not much.
So I got that hose thing,
Yep.
but unfortunately, the aerator on my kitchen sink can't come out. So I got to try and find a way to adapt. It's an old sink, which with the aerator, you can't remove it.
Okay. Can you get to
So
a
I
bathroom?
got to, what's that?
Can you get to a bathroom?
So my kitchen, my bathroom sink also has the same type of issue. It's an old aerator that I can't, I tried to get it. I
1
bought
minute to the
aerator
US
keys. I
market
can
open.
try to get it in, but I can't get it out. So, but I can take the whole faucet thing off. I get the whole nozzle off, and I'm going to see if I can get an adapter to try and do it that way.
Yeah.
Because the whole nozzle screws off, but not the aerator. So we'll see what happens. Otherwise, I'll have to do it the hard way.
Good morning, good luck. Fish Talk Mondays, Tuesdays.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's
1
start
minute
off the new
before
year
bell.
the same way we ended the last, with some fish talk.
1 minute before bell. So about that fish tank.
You know, same year, new year, same old stuff.
Did all the baby fish die?
Only one of them actually today. Only one of them died today. We still got 8. My wife was all
Ways.
sad.
How big of a water access do you need? A lot?
Say it again?
I'll ask you later.
No, this is important
Morning,
stuff.
Thomas.
Morning, Thomas. Happy New Year, all.
Ding, ding.
Ah, this market's trash.
CMMB, CMMB,
JSPR,
CMMB,
CMMB,
EVAX, JSPR, JSPR.
Fucking nuts.
JSPR just halted.
We don't have shares there.
GER is
First
the-
halt of the year.
I don't know if you have GER.
No, we don't. Yeah, I saw that made some crazy move this morning.
Grr. HCN is a buyout. Don't bother with that. Vesh, buy Tesla. Buy Tesla.
Yeah, so all I had good news of like their deliveries and whatnot, but I guess they didn't care.
No, that was bad. That was bad news. They missed by 10%.
I thought it said that they exceeded their
No.
expectations.
No, they
Alright.
missed by 10%.
I only
Yeah,
read
they
the
missed their
headline.
evaluation numbers for card deliveries.
They did more than last year, but they're whatever they were guesstimating, they were off significantly. Is this GER a play or no?
SPR, Jasper.
You guys don't have shares?
Halted on a circuit breaker at the highs of
We don't have
$1.65.
shares.
Company announced data from its trial of company's blood disorder treatment. Shares halted at $1.65, up 241%. Julius Sandy Pop.
NRXP,
PDD making a decent.
PDD up.
EVAX,
I don't have
EVNT,
shares either.
EVAX,
Did Devin leave us again?
POSM, ATNF,
Yes.
PYPL up. Miss so far.
Can't believe it's supposed to be 66 degrees here.
That's crazy.
And a little wacky weather. Wacky weather.
It's normal.
Greta Thunberg said completely normal.
Order filled.
Small stab at PDD.
PDD small.
BNR is up. With zero volume. And some news. Where'd you get PDD at?
69. Looking
you
for the
did.
88 retest.
ZIM,
69, dude.
Coming up, the manufacturing PMI for December, 46.2 expected.
ORMP
Devin's long
earnings.
PDD.
RSLS, Reshape Life Sciences, halted on a circuit breaker. Romeo Sandy, Lima Sandy, at $11.22 now, up 66%.
GOTU.
Wrong direction.
AUPH.
Watching AUPH as well.
NRXP.
Multitasking.
CMMB. CMMB. TKC.
TRRR, Hero Technology, halted on the way down on a circuit breaker. $10.72. That's Alpha Romeo, Romeo, Romeo.
RSLS. It's halted.
We don't have shares on that. Hoping for more of a push there on AUPH.
RSLS has room to 93 bucks.
CMMB.
That'd be quite the move.
NRXP. KC. GOTU. NRXP.
Yeah.
Billy. NRXP.
E-Trade says they have shares, but who knows? Keep an eye on it. If it gets closer to 93 bucks, I might get interested.
I want a PDD long, but it never gave me a pullback.
Called it.
I couldn't get in it. It didn't let me do it.
Just
Dang.
public knowledge.
Dang,
That's
get
your
my
short.
ad. Yeah, I didn't get my
That's your
ad.
short PDD.
SPC.
I didn't know.
Oh, there comes your
that's
88. That's what you
TKC.
wanted.
XPEV.
I wish
More
I
than
I
just
almost
Talk
got my
Tuesday.
ad over 89. I was looking for your through 89.50. Oh,
Order filled.
and I'm out.
PDD dollar on way. Dollar.
Wish I would have got
Wait.
my ad. That would have been a nice one.
There's the move to 88.
Tall. Billy.
TAL trying.
GOTU.
What's the story with this RSLS? Any news on
Billy
it?
trying.
Billy is making a nice push today.
AUPH dollar on way. PDDLNT.
CMMB.
Really wish I would have got my ad. I would have only taken 75% there.
OTLY.
Oh well.
So it should be opening up any second now.
Which one?
RSLS 1170
One
is
that
the
none of us can
imbalance.
trade.
ACMR.
I might have shares.
Ones that none of us
ACMR.
can. Ones that you can.
BBBY.
So you're excluding me from the group.
Well, you're the one talking.
RSLS.
I thought I was one of the
RSLS.
guys. There it goes. Open and down. And up.
What was that about? Down?
I said open up and down and up.
That's
Down.
crazy when no volume.
PSLA shares off the lows now, 114.62. Tesla shares down about 7% at the lows after their delivery data coming in below analyst expectations over the weekend. That's
System overload.
JSPR, Jasper shares resumed trading.
JSPR through
Shares
two.
$2.04
Shocking.
At the
Finally,
highs,
making a push, huh?
GRRR Gorilla Technology shares resumed trading, and Reshape Life Sciences resumed trading.
ACMR.
What you watching, Jag?
And Jasper shares halted at the highs, $2.04, up 322%.
I can't hear you over
Sandy
freaking
Puckett.
Charlie. What'd you say?
I'm not. I lie up, but I don't like it.
Watching ACMR. I think the SPY making a pop.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Spy's making a pretty big move here. I don't think I want to watch forever this AMP or whatever it is. AMH, APH. That's it.
AUPH.
Keep saying letters, so I'll eventually get it.
VBIB up. Sorta LOL.
I got a feeling that CMMB is going to do something today, a low floater.
Yeah, I can see it.
She isn't dying. That's normally a sign that they're getting ready to do something else. PayPal's trying to push, but man, I hate that stock.
AUPHLNT.
One of those I just don't even look at.
RSLS, Reshape Life Sciences halted at the highs again. Romeo Sandy Lima Sandy, 101%, now at $13.57. That's Romeo Sandy Lima Sandy.
W's go on.
AMC shares at the highs now,
W.
$4.34, up 6.5% after CNA World said that it did not have talks with AMC to sell assets
Oh, wow, that's a crazy
individually to the
move.
company.
AMC
That's
go
Alpha
go.
Michael Charlie.
Daily kind of sucks. Volume really sucks.
A little bit more. Volume's not
I
good.
would need about 700,000 more in volume. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, CMMB guys. I mean, this actually had what I call somewhat legitimate news, okay?
ACMR. CMMB.
46.2. That's in line with estimate.
The heck is he talking about?
On the manufacturing PMI for December. Coming up at 10, construction spending for November minus 0.4% is the consensus.
SPY decided did not like being where it was.
Well, I think it has something to do with what Charlie just
PMI
said.
number.
Yeah.
Charlie was talking about PMI.
ATNF.
Assuming they were like trying to maybe predict what it was going to do and then did not do what they thought it was going to do.
EQX.
Or they're just bring up the price to bring down
CMMB.
short
CMMB.
it down. The numbers were higher than they're supposed to be.
CMMB. 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 Billing. CMMB. 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 Da. CMMB. 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 SKLZ. CMMB. 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 CMMB.
Volume kind of sucks, but
CMMB
watching
YOLO
DA,
starter.
DA.
I just pulled that one up.
RSLS, V-shaped Life
RSLS.
Sciences resumed trading. Romeo Sandy, Lima Sandy.
ATNF.
Shares hitting $13.66 at the high. Right now up 97%. Romeo Sandy, Lima Sandy.
Good boy, AJ.
V-shape Life Sciences shares hitting $14 at the highs now. RSLS up 103%. Romeo Sandy, Lima Sandy.
EQX.
On the NASDAQ as well, I believe. Yeah.
APPH.
S&P futures pulling back 38.72.
Billy going again.
Yeah.
See up towards like 2730s.
BTU's going a little bit too. It's off the bottom.
Billy up, 27.20s minimum for me.
Yeah, Billy. Gotta do it now. You're gonna do it.
JSPR shares resume again. Juliet Sandy Papa Romeo. Shares at $2.18 now off the highs. That's JSPR. Rivian Automotive shares falling here, selling off sharply, $17.60 at the lows.
Wanted to start that so bad.
Me too.
Not doing it though.
Very close.
I started it.
RIVN for you scoopers.
I had the button down and then just couldn't finish it.
I mean, everything was kind of saying it was toppy there, which it was.
OBLG, Oblong announcing reverse stock split. One for 15 reverse split on Oscar Bravo Lima Golf.
Billy grind mode for now.
Order cancelled.
Anyone besides Thomas in it?
Yeah, I'm in.
I am not.
What's your average on Billy?
Mine's 27.16.
This RSL, this is crazy. Trying to halt up again.
Oh, well. Yeah, should have longed that one in the 12s, huh?
What's your average, Thomas?
2708.
You guys are right there.
JSPR shares resume trading. Juliet Sandy Papa Romeo.
Somebody propping that thing up, huh?
Shares at $2 now. And halted again on the way down, JSPR.
Pretty decent one on Billy there.
Coming up at 10, construction spending for November minus 0.4%
You went long,
expected.
take it.
I posted it, yeah. I had to meet you guys because you guys were all talking about short again. I'm like, I'm long it while you guys are talking about short again.
There's Devin going against the room. First day of the year.
I was already in it when you guys were going against me, so.
You know, yeah, you didn't
MLCO
mention
up.
it. If this was a real chat room, you'd be banned for going against the moderators. Oh wait, you are a moderator.
Through 0.500.
Well, considering the fact that I don't trade like the other moderators, I will probably be going against them frequently.
I don't know about Steve, but I actually encourage the back and forth trading. It helps everyone see
different sides of the market.
And just because you're trading both ways doesn't mean they're both not going to be profitable.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want me to post all my trades because they're against you?
I want you to post all your trades so we know which way not to trade.
I very happily tell you when I get into a stock so you know which way to go.
You are Tim's like future plan, dude. I mean, you are his guru status.
I mean, I am an indicator like no other.
He found the best indicator that he's ever found, and it's in you.
Imagine selling to Discord for that. Just do everything the opposite of I do, and you'll make money.
Look, I got this dude. Anytime he goes one way, you want to go the other. Damn, SPY's crashing, huh?
63% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
Let me do the math on that.
Wasn't that something that Luke said?
Yep. In 1 minute construction.
I don't know.
For November, month over month.
Maybe it's just something that you
like-
said from back in the day. I remember hearing it
it's a-
before.
It's a Twitter thing. It's a Twitter thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I have an idea of where this is gonna go, and I took it off before then because I'm a chicken shit, but that's kind of
You're
why I
not gonna
need you guys,
lie.
because sometimes you guys get in my head, and I like if you guys think it's high at 27, and I think it's got room to way higher, it makes me nervous about it.
If you have to mute us, it's because you're a weak trader.
It's because you don't want anything that gets in the way of your trades. Sometimes the other mentalities can.
There's no conviction in yourself.
Yeah, you gotta block those
Emotion.
emotions. That's how you do it. You mute things that are going against what your viewpoint
We're
is.
headed on front on and take.
Yeah, whatever works
Yeah.
for you. I mean, that's like literally
Construction
depending on the
spending plus
person.
0.2%.
Sometimes
So
I feel like it's a
minus
challenge.
0.4%
Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I want to hear this.
Devin runs from conflict. We encourage conflict.
I do not like conflict. This is a very true assessment.
Yeah.
This is something that me and my wife have talked about multiple times.
That's why you're
I am,
divorced every time. It's easier to divorce than to argue.
I've only left one of them.
Jesus.
I'm also a sticker though. I don't leave. I don't change my situation easily.
How many times have you left the room today?
I'm here. I maybe silenced you guys, but I'm here.
CH 47F Chinooks to modernize.
I never left.
His way he leaves. No, it doesn't go his way. He leaves. He covers his ears. He doesn't want to hear it.
Yes, this is exactly what I do. I go blah 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 blah. They're wrong. I'm right.
All right, let's calm it down. There are people in this trade still, I think.
DDD.
Oh, it looks like Thomas actually muted us.
Sorry,
Thomas
Thomas.
does the same. Thomas does the same thing.
But he only does it when it starts to get out of control, like it was.
Yeah.
Usually he doesn't mind it.
Well, he tells me to shut up when he's not wanting to hear a different opinion, which I get.
He also learned to trade in a work atmosphere, so you're used to distraction.
Yeah, that's kind of that's why it never bothers me. You gotta remember, I learned to trade with two small
crying
children.
kids.
I learned to.
I used to have to mute Tim for that same reason. I was like, I'm out.
Imagine trying to learn how to trade with you guys in the background.
Dude, challenge.
If you can trade with us in the background, you can trade during a freaking
Jack, what you watching, brother?
It's rare you guys bother me trading.
I can't hear your words.
I mean, Billy.
Where is Arthur?
I've learned to just tune it out if I have to.
Average.
Good luck, Jag.
Dude, I'm trying to hear what he's at.
31.
Where?
31.
31. Okay, you're right here. That's good.
Whew. Rough start to the new year.
So far, so good over here, man.
Well, good now, but
This
Didn't go
definitely
easy.
feels propped. Where was your level at, Devin? Out of curiosity.
I don't want to say, dude.
Text it to me.
Jag's in it. I don't want to make him feel.
Must be over
nervous.
28.
It's 2902, dude. I mean, it's high.
29.
Now, I'm not saying it's going to go straight there, Jag. It's probably going to pull back somewhere in here. It's definitely
I think he said he's
overbought
out.
for now. Oh, you're out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, if you look at it, dude, that was a lot of consolidation there for about 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks. And it's broken out of that. So you can assume a big move after that is what my mindset tells me.
Yeah, it was never fast enough for me to get in.
And it's broken out of 2 weeks of consolidation. I mean, that's a lot of consolidation that they could have slammed it, that they couldn't. There's going to be a lot of bears in there. They're going to be like, ah, fuck this.
PLX.
It's actually a swing strat that I've been kind of studying. So that's kind of why I was even looking at Billy today. I don't have the balls to take it right out of the bell, but if I did, I would be made more money.
Keeps getting propped up.
Yeah, it does.
Like any sign of a dip, it gets bought right up.
PLX.
A little interesting.
There are, this is like a huge swing trading strategy when you see something that's consolidated for as long as this has and finally has its breakout day.
Watch a little Oliver Velez over the weekend.
I don't know who that is.
I think he actually was talking about that.
This is I was telling you guys the other day, Mark Minovinci, he's like won this There's like a big trading challenge that happens every year. He's won it.
Oh,
like,
that's
multiple
the
years.
video. That's the video. I remember watching that. I was like, I know I watched a video where they talked about these rising wedges. That's what it was. That's like his tried and true strategy.
This is what Mark Minovinci does, and he's like a multi-million-dollar trader. He's
probably the one buying these dips.
Basically, what he looks for is something that's doubled in position on the first move, and then consolidates for a week or more, and then breaks out of that consolidation is where he buys. So this is where he'd be buying this.
If he paper trades, does that affect the actual volume?
If he paper trades it, yeah, well, that guy actually really trades, but not even a YouTuber. He's not even trying to make money off the average Joes. He's just a trader.
RSLS.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even like him doing the video, right? It was somebody talking about him and like his strategy.
I've done a lot of stuff. I read his book the other day, so I mean, I literally have studied this guy because he's super successful. So anybody that's that successful, I'm kind of interested in.
What's his name? I want to see if I can find
Mark
the video.
Minovinci. It's like Minivinci, I think. I might have spelled that wrong totally. He doesn't have like a YouTube channel or anything.
No, I just remember watching a video, and I'm pretty sure it was about him, because I remember them talking about that contest that they have every year and how he like destroys everybody.
It's Minervini. Minervini.
Come on, Billy, at least give us that 27 test. I know Thomas is at least up in the like 27 20s or 30s.
Yeah, I just after I kept coming down and touching me and then running away from me, I said, you know what, it's over.
This thing, honestly, if it gave a big pullback towards like VWAP area, I might be interested. Not long again, but then that would help Thomas, I'm sure. You know?
Yeah.
I want it to pull back too.
AJ always seems to find the pops, man. Like,
find the tops? I've seen that dude not find tops, though.
Well,
he has no problem. He has no problem hitting it a couple times in a short period of time.
I've seen a lot of arrows.
He definitely had to add on those. They're nice. They work.
I've seen a lot of arrows on his charts in the past, where the top didn't happen to be where he thought it was.
Still nice though.
Yeah.
I bet you his average is like right around.
Sorry, Jag. Looks like it was only what, 30 cents?
I was at 31, so.
No, I meant about 30 cents.
Yeah.
A loss. 30,
There.
30, 40 cents.
There's the pullback.
Thomas will be re-entering the room here shortly.
He'll be re-entering shortly. I understand, dude. It's when you're in it, like it's kind of stressful to hear other people saying anything else. You're just like, nah, shut up.
Yeah, especially if you're questioning the trade. That's the hard part.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're questioning it and you hear somebody else any little bit that agrees with what you're thinking, you're like, ah.
Yeah, it's kind of, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Exactly.
It's a nice pullback.
Because last we heard, I think he was in 08. So
Yeah, and that was without an ad up there. Yeah. He for sure is probably around like
CKPT Checkpoint Therapeutics spiking to the highs now. It's $7.55 after resuming trade. That's Charlie Kilo Papa Tango. Volume increasing now on Checkpoint at a high of $7.55.
Really trying to get to the point where I can be
85K.
in those trades in the first 5 minutes, because that's where the real money's at. Anybody here? Was Thomas working from home today?
Yeah, it sounded like he was on the home mic.
Nice.
He kind of came in last minute. I was going to say something, but bell was about to ring.
Might have been like setting everything up and trying to get ready for a new day.
Found it. Yep, Mark Minervini.
Minervini? Yeah, Minervini. He's interesting, man. I mean, he's just a legit trader. I like anybody that's just a legit trader that's super profitable right now, man. That's what I'm interested in.
I linked the video that I had watched.
He has an interesting book. What was it called? Something like Trading Like a Champion or something. It was very
AJ had some fun on Billy as well.
Oh, that guy. Financial Wisdom. I've watched a decent amount of his videos in the time.
That's not a bad channel, actually. I listened to a few of those too.
Got some good things.
That's a lot of just interviewing. They don't interview the gurus, which I like. They only interview actual traders.
Well,
like there's no Ross Cameron on that thing, you know.
I don't remember him doing interviews if that's the same person. I just remember doing book and trading.
Yeah, I don't think this was an interview. It was more of just like a review.
He'll do a review of somebody's trading strategy kind of thing.
But they don't do like Ross Cameron, is what I'm saying. They don't do
No.
They don't do the BS traders.
He does like abridges of certain books. The abridged version.
GDS is up pretty big.
What is?
GDS. I don't want to know what this is. Kind of broke out of it. That's got another.
Yeah, it looks very similar to Billy.
That's got the Mark Minervini look. Minervini look. Doubled from down here.
So I wonder.
For 2 weeks, breaking
so you just read his book or whatever. What? So is he still looking to buy on pullbacks like this, or is he more of a short term, like just looking for that first initial?
No,
push?
He is not short term at all. He is, if anything, long term. Like
he's looking for like $30 plus, probably.
Yeah, he's thinking Billy's probably going to go up $20-$30, and he's going to be in it until it hits. I mean, he'll scale out, but he'll be in huge on the initial breakout, which was today.
Right.
Like that's literally why I had this chart up, because I saw that it was breaking out of this 2-week consolidation. And I'm like,
I wonder, but he's probably not buying on the pushes up. He's probably buying like right now, if he were to.
Probably on pullbacks, yeah. And basically his whole strat is looking for a chart that has doubled in position. He likes this price range between like 11 and $30. And you see this thing went from like $12 to 26, consolidated for 2 weeks, and then broke out. That's like what he looks for every day. That's his position.
What if it does the opposite?
On that breakout.
Does he ever short things?
All I heard was longs.
I was gonna say, because like from June to September, it just went sideways and then broke down. Pretty clear breakdown.
You just cut out on me for some reason.
'Cause I'm a robot, baby.
You don't normally robot on me, but you just did. Yeah, because I'm kind of trying to learn some swing trading, like mindsets at least. I'm not ready for it yet, but I want the mindset, because I definitely want to swing stocks at some point. You know, like he talks a lot about day trading too, and he's like, you know, the difference between day traders and swing traders is swing traders can get, you know, 80%, 100% moves, where day traders are more likely to get 10, 20% moves. And, you know, he's like, both of them can be profitable. You know, there's day trading, there's less market risk because you're not in it as long. You're not holding overnight. You don't have that overnight risk. But he goes, you're also probably not going to get 150, 200% move ever. You know, very rarely.
Well, and you're never, Yeah, what was I gonna say? I had something I was gonna say. It was something along the lines of you weren't gonna ever put yourself at risk of some silly offering or bad
Some
news,
silly what?
etc. Like bad news,
Yeah,
offering.
like if
Yeah,
Billy's going out of business. Oh crap.
right.
Yeah, no, I mean that is the benefits, but there's also more upside on bigger trades for the swing trader, obviously, because they're looking for a bigger move. They're looking for more than a 1-day move.
Right.
Or a
That's
20-minute
tough.
move like we are sometimes.
Yeah, that's tough because you have to assume that in a couple months, if you're holding it that long, there's going to be the kind of liquidity that you need as well.
He does the same thing though, like, and he'll have a target. Like, so I think he would expect it to double again. So he would probably be looking for like 35, 40 bucks on something like this.
Right.
Because it doubled here in the initial move, it doubled. So he'd be looking for another double. For some of his position, not that he wouldn't scale out, because he would.
Surprised Thomas hasn't come back in yet. I'm assuming he's probably out of this.
ABSI.
Like, interestingly, like when you listen to like the swing trading method, there are some similarities to how we trade. You know, like it's just on a bigger time frame, but still on a big move, he'll scale some out. You know, I mean, they do some of the same things.
Right.
And obviously his positioning is probably much larger than ours, just because, I mean, he's a pretty big trader. I think I just listened to something like he looks to be in normally 5 positions max at a time in markets that he sees his setups. And when he doesn't see his setups, he doesn't get in trades. Like he's just, I trade this setup, and if this setup isn't there, I don't trade.
It's a spy. I didn't really like those numbers.
Nope.
Did it die? Oh,
Yeah.
dang. I guess that's a yes.
Yeah, it just said nope.
I don't really know what that PMI crap means. I'd have to ask somebody more knowledgeable than me, like DT.
Look at me. I know Thomas so well.
What were you asking?
PMI, I don't really know what that entails. It's like manufacturing numbers or something.
They survey companies in the smaller markets, not necessarily in the stock market, to gauge growth. Like, how many purchase orders have they gotten? Do they see a growth in productivity?
Okay, so basically it's asking businesses how they're doing.
Basically, kind of, is what I gather from it.
Are you making money? Are people buying?
Kind
of
how they get a feel on the. I think it's pretty companies that aren't in the stock market if they're like doing very well or production wise.
Okay. I gotcha.
It'll move a market, but it's not like big news. This is just moving because everyone thinks we're just going down. I mean, even CNBC is like, we're going down.
See, I agree with Tim on this one. I think it's kind of good in the room to see, you know, Thomas making money on a short on this, even though he had to fight it, me making money along on it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We just got to be careful that we don't deter each other.
Makes sense logically.
Oh yeah, I'm
Long
with
on the
that.
way up,
It
short
doesn't
on the way
bother
down.
me when we're going two different ways.
No, you do sound different today, dude. You're at home. I gotta pump
I
up
was
your
a little
volume.
away from far from the mic too.
Oh,
But
now
yeah,
I got to turn you
it doesn't
down.
bother me. We're going two different ways.
No, I know. It doesn't me either, but sometimes I do want to meet you guys so I don't get in my head that I should get out of this faster, you know? Like, I want to be able to get out of it when I want to get out of it, not because you guys are talking about shorting it or shorted.
Well, it's kind of the same thing. If I'm short and I know you're long, I'm listening to you to see where you're thinking you're going to get out at and see where I'm at as far as how I started this. Not that it does mean something, but that's what I'm listening for. But when I muted y'all, everybody started jibber-jawing. And here I'm in the trade trying to work it. And it's like we're
and too much talking. Yeah. Gotcha.
Is that Thomas's normal voice? Sounds like he's on area mic.
He's working from home, man.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like his normal home mic. I was just curious before I start adjusting levels.
IDK.
RSLS, cray one of the day.
Just looking for a bigger pullback.
What stock is it?
RSLS.
It's an old school one. I think they're a little bit at AMD here just to see if this is going to get a fair bounce.
What did I miss?
I made money and Billy up. Thomas made money and Billy down.
RSLS.
I'm an AMD small looking for a bounce here. Not my atypical trade, so I don't plan on going big on this.
11,000 shares.
I'm only in at 10,000 shares. I'm not taking it big.
God, what the hell? You running a sweatshop? Good start, young. This Xbox play the game all day, don't study. Ask me.
Is there still no news on RSLS?
Oh, it's for tennis. You play the tennis. Oh, gee, it's for the YouTube channel. Too bad ring light can't fix art.
Can't understand what's
Is that
talking
Rolex? Not Rolex.
RSLS.
RSLSL.
The only thing I can find is
so he can call out the failures to play video game. Hello, Beijing Embassy. My son's
I'd use call signs, but Vesh doesn't want me to get vulgar on YouTube.
You can buy more Xbox. What you looking at? Harvard University.
That's a huge move on RSLS, dude. That thing's going from $9 to 20, basically.
Yeah, I longed it at 11 in my mind. After it was at 15.
You should have called that one out, man. I would have joined you.
She must have forgotten it last time she was here.
In your mind?
Next time Becca come over, introduce to the family, you know? Steven, you in your room? Oh my.
What?
It's funny.
Reshape License recently announced a 1-for-50 reverse stock split.
Oh, that happened the other day, dude.
Was it? Am I on the wrong? It's Tuesday, January 3rd. It may have happened the other day.
No, I mean, just those reverse stock splits have been running every once in a while now. That the market does that sometimes, bro. They decide we like reverse stock splits.
Works for every stock but past.
That didn't happen at the right time, bro.
Maybe they'll just do another one. That'll work this time.
Man, now this time might work. It was like when me and Tim were here and there was the big IPO pushes. Every IPO went.
Yeah, I remember those because I was like, I am not missing this next IPO. Because they would all just
And
open
then,
and just go straight up.
then reverse
Yeah,
stock
till they
splits did
didn't.
it. I mean, yeah, and then one day they
Yeah.
don't.
It's always
One
a
day they just
fad.
say it's over.
I remember having a list in the morning. These are the IPOs today.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
we
I
don't like this
remember.
one.
Yeah, me and Devin would be like, all right, which one? And then we'd be like religiously trying to figure out what time it was going to open. We'd get pissed when it
Yeah.
didn't open when it said it was going to open.
Those were such fads, though.
I don't know, man. It says it's supposed to open at 10. It didn't open. It's RSLS. Easy. That's a daily.
Yeah.
Did it hit 20 yet?
No.
Basically. 1980. Pretty close.
Yeah, and it came right back down.
I made these awesome stops where it's just like either like if I'm long, basically I need to cover is 35 cents above, or if I need to sell it's 35 cents below. Then I can just adjust them. I like kind of going off the break-even one that Thomas gave me, but changed it up a little bit. I just put mine on AMD because I'm only willing to risk a certain amount on this.
Or else the boss will not be happy.
State encoded.
It didn't sum me out, and I'm back to green. Let's go.
User status identification system. I have my traffic cone. Mr. Lightkeeper, please do not shoot me. I have traffic cone. Did you say don't sprint when I do this?
You can sprint all the way up to the gate.
Mr. Lightman. Hello. I'm coming. I have pizza delivery. Please do not shoot.
A year and a half of many laughs and crazy moments I've been able to witness on screen. Thanks for entertaining me throughout my Tarkov days. Cheers, Tony.
Hi. Let me. Hello.
50-cent spread was just on that thing.
RSLS.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about any of the claymores with this out.
Billy.
You can walk.
Looks like she's building that base.
Path you want.
I'm telling you, man, listening to that guy and kind of like, I've watched some videos on him, I read his book, and just seeing what he looks for and how he trades, it kind of like changed the way I look at some of these shirts.
APL, Apple at the
Mr. Lighthouse
lows
man,
now,
I'm coming.
125.25 down 3.5%. Alpha, Papa Lima.
Where you can start seeing something that might run for a bigger run, even though, you know, might not be today, but. All right, AMD, you got to do it now, girl.
MLCO, Melco Resorts, the January $14 calls active. Michael Lima, Charlie Oscar, MLCO. Large trade in that.
You can sprint once that door's once you're past the door.
Yeah, we got another dude doing the thing in this match. I don't think I'm making it out of here alive, but whatever.
SEDG, Solar Edge to acquire Hawk Systems. That's Sandy Echo Delta Golf.
I will almost guarantee you though, like somebody like Minervinci got into this trade early on today, probably around 25. Minervini.
Term
You
is not
think?
disclosed
I mean,
on that
breakout
acquisition.
really
It was the
wasn't
it was breaking out though
2630.
already. It was breaking out of that base in pre-market.
Right. So you
So
think
why
you would
would so you
assume
would
the break?
I would well no, it already did break. It had already broken out over that base. If you draw a trend line and see where that base developed, it was over it.
Oh, so you're drawing the actual flag.
Actual like a trend line on like a 15-minute or something.
Right.
You
You're
know?
not drawing a horizontal line at 2630.
No,
Is what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
no. I'm saying where it kept rejecting off of kind of area-wise, it was opening up. I mean, in pre-market it was right at it, and then it popped above it the second the bell rang. He probably just jumped right in. Oh, that just stopped me out for a big $12 loss. So I think he probably buys right there. Right there in the first few minutes of the day, he's probably just like in it. With a risk probably way down here at like 23. So the last kind of base area was down here, maybe even the low of day. I don't know, maybe 20. I don't know where it would go. Those guys tend to have bigger stop losses.
Oh, I get to talk to him? Who else would it be? So you pass all my tests. I am Lightkeeper.
You know, it's like if you're looking to make, 15, 20 bucks and you're risking $3, $4 bucks, your risk reward's really good.
Who are you, Mr. Lightkeeper? Who are you?
They view it way different than we do.
Кто я в данный момент совсем не важно. Важно, кто ты и зачем ты здесь.
I'd love to be able to put on a few of those with smaller size, but looking for huge moves. So it doesn't eat up too much of my buying power. But that takes time, dude. I gotta practice that crap. You watching Jaggy?
Alpha really have an RS, whatever that thing is, fucking alpha. Other than that, nothing.
Все мы за всеми, и все видят мой свет. В наше неспокойное время самое главное — обладать нужной информацией. Информация порождает связи.
I've trained my mind to be such a day trader. It's gonna be hard to ever take it. I mean, I just gotta do it. But...
И как следствие реальность. В среде подобного рода базовая потребность человека — это выживание. Я не хочу просто выживать. Я хочу контролировать выживание.
A lot of people are thinking we're gonna get a pickup in the market.
Все иначе. Мы встретились неспроста. Во всех событиях.
They're probably thinking everybody that sold for the losses are buying it back. That wouldn't be until January.
What are you talking about?
You guys have shorts
February, I mean.
CALM?
I don't know.
Volume's light,
Knowing
but-
someone like you could give me
get it.
Приближенность к
Ew.
тому, для кого коллапс есть начало нового. Ты хочешь
2.8 million.
Ты хочешь контролировать ситуацию.
Does that mean you don't have shorts there, Jaggy?
No, I do. I just want more volume.
Ah, I got you.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's
Тарков, и есть
a little light, bro.
Yeah.
Ты не можешь сбежать от себя самого.
And not really broken out
Не
yet.
смог сбежать от себя
$55
самого
and
я.
decent spread.
Oh man, Tarkov is who you are.
Bleh.
You cannot escape from yourself, just as I could not escape from myself.
Vips is a weird chart.
Это
VIPS.
конец. Все эти жалкие попытки удержаться на тающей льдине в центре бушующего океана.
Yeah, VIPS
Все
is
те
another
локальные
one that
стычки,
had this little
лицемерие
consolidation after a
торговцев,
huge move.
подстрекательство, насилие, помноженное на насилие. Все это ведет к очень
There's a lot of
конкретному
these.
результату.
That probably means a lot of people think the market is going to correct.
Rebirth, eclipse. The hell are you talking
Which
about?
Yeah,
is
but
what we all
right, you
want.
would see like end of January, early February, if like people were gonna buy back in, kind of thing, because of the tax loss harvesting.
Yeah, yeah. Just interesting how a lot of these kind of went into that last month consolidating and today are breaking over.
Когда они связались со мной. Нам пока больше не о чем говорить. Ты сам все поймешь со временем.
Except for Oxy, that looks like a piece of crap.
Скоро будет. Дам знать.
Take your leave.
Удачи. Не нервируй зрячего.
Hmm?
He's looking at food too, but it looks like crap.
Oh god. Bluetooth's so beaten down.
Yeah.
All right, any hour now.
Снова ты.
You again.
Nova took a beating today.
Wait, how
Мы
do
только
I?
начали общаться. Все
Eventually
будет.
the time will come. Take your
Всего
leave.
хорошего.
How do I? Okay.
Curious if somebody like, remember like Buffett was investing all that money into Oxy?
Yeah.
Kind of curious if he's out or getting out. Because he was investing down here 20s, 30s.
Yes.
Then it gets everybody excited up here. So everybody else is like, oh, Buffett's buying, okay. And he's probably just selling into those mofos. He's made all his money. Crazy thing, if you look at that, that's like a, I mean, that's really a doubled move plus some.
Yeah.
And you know he's in millions of shares. I mean, that probably represents hundreds of millions of dollars for Buffett.
Yeah.
That one trade, hundreds of millions of dollars, no big deal. But he was the reason that made this move.
He wakes up every morning and tells he's got one dude that buys all his shares and tells him where to buy, and he's like, I want it at this price, make it happen.
He's like, I don't care how you get it there, but make it this price.
I don't think it's quite like that, but it's just amazing.
You probably can.
At
Just like
91
that.
years old.
Yeah, 91, and his brain's still that freaking
Yeah. Same with his
advanced.
buddy. His buddy's 98 or something like that.
Yeah, the two of them
96.
they're the ones that created it.
Yeah, I was watching an interview with him over the weekend.
Buffett gets all the glory, but
Charlie.
that's the funny
Munger.
thing, though. Buffett gets all the glory in that one.
Mr. Munger.
All time during the interview was hilarious because he's like, I hope it goes lower because then I can buy more.
Yeah, I always love the analogy they give. Like, if you walk into a store and you see something's $20, if it all of a sudden is $10, are you telling me you're gonna run away and not buy it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, some big time investors always say, oh shit, I just forgot.
There's obviously a lot more to it than that.
Yeah, of course. He basically said in the interview that he looks at companies and look at where he thinks they're going to be in 10 years. And if
Right.
it's a good buy for him, he wants the lowest cost possible. Naturally.
Right. Right. Like he's not just like, oh, 50% off kind of thing on any ticker that drops 50%. Like he has to have the underlying value behind
Yeah,
it.
he says he doesn't give a fuck what the stock does. He looks at the company.
Which that's also such a catch-22 because like you can always run into Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The company,
Well,
the
I'm sure he
company,
has
and the
some risk
stock.
management.
Well, right, yeah.
Where the company and the stock don't necessarily coincide.
I think
Well,
he's
this
done that
company
lately.
makes
Didn't
no
he do
money,
it?
and the stock is at thousands of dollars. Weird.
Didn't he sell a bunch of shit in 2021 or something? It's something. In
Oh yeah,
was
he
it
was like
Coke?
a large. He was in like a large cash position at one point. I mean, he might still be for all I know. But they were saying, like, I think it was during COVID. They were saying he was holding the most cash he's ever held, like ever. I mean, think of how much you have to love what you do for him at his age to still be doing that. Like I would have been.
He's been doing it since the age of 11 was his first trade.
Yeah, it's crazy.
1920 something with like $114. And he said he's been staring at doing the market ever since, every morning.
I like listening to those guys who've been in this, like Minervini's like that too. He's been in the market for 30 some odd years. It's interesting to hear their viewpoints on things, as opposed to like the stupid fucking millennial people that just made a bunch of money.
Well,
I like to hear the differences because you know how the market constantly changes. I like to hear what it did.
Yeah, and those guys
in the
have been
older
able to survive
times to the newer times. How
like
they
all these
adapted
bullshit.
how they adapted to it.
Exactly. All these bullshit guys who just made money on the easiest time ever to make money. Like they have nothing to offer anybody. All they know is that. You know what I mean? These guys have been there for 30, 40 years. They know the fluctuations. They've been through shit.
Doesn't mean they're good teachers.
It doesn't mean they're good teachers, but
No,
they
I'm not
at
looking
least
for
know.
teach. I just
But
like
they
to hear
know
their
more.
opinions. Sorry.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, I mean, I would hope they know more. That'd be kind of
Well,
weird if they
obviously.
didn't.
Well, let's look at our boy, that guy you guys all look at, Matt Ass. Let's look at his account
I
from
don't look at him.
the last 3-4 years. Oh, he's gone to shit because he only knows one thing, and he's an idiot.
Hey, he didn't lose $1 million last year. It was
He
just-
didn't lose $1 million.
I like, yeah, it was like 960 or something, 980.
Oh, just almost $1 million.
Yeah,
Cool.
he made a post like saying, at least I didn't give my haters the satisfaction of saying I lost $1 million.
Oh my god, I'm one of his haters.
So the thing with people like that, it's such a catch-22 with them at the moment, because a lot of the people that made a lot of money during that stint, some of them figured out risk management along the way, and they're the ones that survived, like Madaz. Like if he would have just kept going, he'd be broke right now, right? Obviously. But he was like, okay, something's wrong, and that was his experience kicking in. Like he sensed something was wrong. He had to stop doing what he was doing to the extent that he was doing it. Granted, he did give a lot of it back, but he's still, in the grand scheme of things, way up from that push. But on the other hand, you have all the new people that came in, made a lot of money, and then lost it all back over the next 2 years.
Exactly. It's trying to do what he does, how he made his money. So his
Well, that's what they
teaching
all did.
really hurt people.
Well, I'm not even talking about just his people. I'm just the people in general. Anyone that came in and just bought stuff and it
The
just
Wall
went
Street
crazy.
Bets people.
Yeah. And they all now don't really know how to trade. They never did. And so they were like, oh, this is easy. You know, I can, 200% ROI, week after week. And it's like, no, that's not how this works.
Exactly like what I heard when I was in that brewery. This guy talking about Bitcoin. I was just like, I'm literally standing right beside him waiting for my beer to come out. I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
That was funny. I forgot who said it, but like one of those longer, bigger term investors, they said the second like your neighbor starts asking you about, oh, this stock, that stock, this stock, that stock, that's the time to sell. Once it's hit the average Joe, once the people that don't know what they're talking about are like, I think I'm going to buy this. That's when you want to get the fuck out.
That's exactly what happened with Tesla. When my neighbor
Yeah.
started saying, "Oh, I got call options in Tesla," I was like, are you a trader?" He was like, "Oh no, I just mess around with it with my
Mess around with
401."
it. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go right in with options.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's what they all
Jesus.
did. That's what they all did.
Oh my god.
And it's so funny too because
somebody told him or this read
oh,
something.
100%. But
100%,
that's
yeah.
the worst part is when, and I'm not talking about my neighbor, but you see all these people that win all this money, they spend it, and then they come back acting like it's just, you know, an ATM at this
It's
point.
there for the taking.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden now they lost back, you know, whatever they gained plus whatever they ended up paying for, they lost that as well. So it's like now they're in debt, and it's like moron.
My buddy did it with, I think it was LI. I remember him like being like, dude, I think this LI stock's gonna be the next thing. And it was like when it was at the top. And I was like, he's like, would you buy it? And I'm like long term up here? No, I personally wouldn't, dude. But I mean, you got to do what you think is right. I don't know
President
anything.
Biden and Japan's
Wait,
Kishida
everyone's telling me
expected
to
hold
buy it,
Washington
but they
meeting
don't tell me what to
as
do when
soon
it's
as
going
January
down.
13th.
Yeah, so he bought it up in the 40s, 46, and then it just dropped and dropped and dropped. And I don't even know if he still has it or if he sold it. I don't know what he did.
Yeah, when Tesla was almost to 100, I remember seeing my neighbor outside, and I was like, "You're not still buying Tesla calls, are you?" And he just looked at me.
Give you a dirty look.
Oh yeah. Well, no, he's pretty open about it. He was just like, "No, I'm not
ASPR
buying
jet
Tesla calls anymore."
Therapeutics working
Basically, if you don't watch the markets and the stock has hit your radar, it's probably not a good time to buy it.
That's Juliet Sandy Papa
Well,
Romeo.
that's the problem is during 2020. But that again, that's the problem is it wasn't during 2020. Like if something hit the
You could buy
media,
anything.
We were all
yeah,
there. You'd buy anything, it would go up.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what they knew, and they were like, "Oh, well, when I hear something, I'm just gonna buy it again." And then it how many times can you get burnt before you're like, "Well, it was working," or like, are you gonna run out of money before you realize that's not how shit works, or are you gonna be smart enough to hold on to it?
Well, and the hard thing is too, I mean, like we know it just from being our dumbasses. You know, when you first start out, you don't want to accept that loss ever. You want to keep adding. You want to make it right. You're like, okay, I don't want this to be a bad trade. I'm gonna add, and then it's a bigger loss, and then it's a bit until it gets to the point where you can't take it, and that's normally when you end up getting out of the position.
Yeah, you can't do the.
And,
well,
unfortunately, until you actually
Gotta have a
learn.
plan. Can't
Yeah,
just
until you
hope-
learn
can't
that.
do the. Oh, I hope it's go, but it's gonna go back up. I hope it is.
Every trade won't be a win. You will have losses. You have to be okay with that, or don't fucking do this. You know. Anybody that thinks they can do this and never lose should not do this. Dude, not a bad start to the year. I'll take it. You just get the one today, Tim? Or did you get two? AMD would have worked.
NSTC, TMBR. TMBR. JSPR, 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 INZY.
TMBR 33K.
Что хотел?
TMBR.
Не сейчас.
Okay, it's just a
Всему
repeat
свое
now.
время.
I thought I could shoot him.
Я пока еще здесь. Заходи.
No, what you're looking for is the antler man outside.
Wait, shit, I need this, right?
In the lighthouse, you're fine. Inside here, you can keep your gun out and stuff.
So can I find this meanie man that was shooting at me?
If you're gonna poke out your head outside, I'd be careful, but yes.
Yeah. Yo, okay, this guy's... Dude. Dude, this guy's legit. He's not legit, is what he is.
Love you.
I saw him up top. Shooting low though. Maybe I could kill him somehow.
You can keep going up, dude. You have multiple floors.
Walk next to the boss so he aggroes the bosses and they kill him. That's not a bad idea. Will they shoot him from that far?
Yeah, they will. If he hits them at all, 100%.
What if he shoots near them? They'll probably aggro, yeah?
Probably, yeah.
Doesn't look like there's any loot here. Oh, Lightkeeper, what the hell are you doing in here, man? Alright, where's Mr. Antler Boy?
On this rock to your left, generally.
Hello? Hey! Hey, buddy! Yeah, they hide! He's hidden. rocking some heat on his gun.
BZUN. OTLY.
He's probably wearing a hex. And where his guards are, have fun finding him.
Well, I kind of just want to get out of here because of that one dude. I don't know about killing him because there's this other dude that's sniping. I was hoping he would shoot at me and he would aggro this guy. Let's look for the guards. Press Y to him? Oh, you think I could...
Dot up for VE.
That'll work?
RSLS.
Oh, you can't do it with him?
Wanna cooperate?
Oh, you can.
Hey, bro, let's unite. Wanna party?
Guess not, man. I guess not. Not having it.
There's no other mines that you have to worry about up here, so you can check the rocks behind him for his guards and stuff.
PRAB, grab, holding, another pop here shares moving on call activity again. The February 3.5 calls on Golf Romeo
RSLS,
Alpha,
ouch.
Bravo, GRAB.
What are you doing here? Spider-Man. Oh my god. He's got a silenced SVD with an M4. There's him up there.
Shares of grab hitting $3.40 at the high. Up 5.25% on that continued call activity. S&P futures moving a bit higher, 38.59.
There's his other guard.
TMBR, TMBR.
I guess you can loot all this for free then. If you have
Yeah,
this
you get
thing
free
out.
loot, all of this.
Yep.
Box behind the bed.
Spy the Scout Gang, 26 months, let's scoop.
Thanks, high tech. Thank Nim. is up there.
JSPR. TMBR. Tall.
Dude, look at him. Oh my god. He's playing dead. Alright, well, I only have 10 minutes left, so
I clicked the buy button. Oh, there it is. Thanks, E-Trade.
I'm gonna try to just survive from this other dude that was sniping at me.
Did it randomly again another day. But tomorrow.
Hi, Dad.
Yeah.
That's a
I don't wanna do it
volatility.
right now, guys. There's a lot of weird players on Lighthouse at the moment.
Ooh, that was a lot of volume there.
Fight him. I have 10 minutes. There's no time to even fight.
Do it again for Daddy. Yes. Go brick low a day.
Still have to extract.
Do it. Yes. Yes. Go for that 110. Right now. Don't wait. No. Let's see what kind of buyers are setting up shop at 110. Get us there. Come on.
INZY.
Oh, I should not be running.
Oh, look at that. Look at that wall. Are we going to rip through it?
JSPR,
No.
Jasper, therapeutics off
Not
the
first
highs
go.
now, $1.30, up 376% now.
This is a good example of everybody saw that huge wall there and no one's scared about just covering early. They're like, yeah, we're going to go break this. We don't even care. Oh my gosh, look at those shares. It might be a break and bounce, but we'll see. Third attempt to take out some of that fun love in there. Look at that volume. There it goes. That's a great example of big ass wall that everyone sees. Doesn't matter. Oh, I still have contracts. They didn't get scared, so.
GDS.
You can put it away now.
Alright, Mr. Sniper Man.
1.3 million. Jeez. How you been, Volatility? You still been streaming, man? What's up, Yorkshire?
TMBR.
Letter F, Ford says Ford F-Series will surpass 640,000 trucks in 2022. That's letter F at Ford.
Yeah, Imperial. It's a good start for sure.
TMBR. INZY.
don't even really have, I mean, 110 is just a psychological level. I don't even have it as a, I mean, you're looking at 108.50 right now, this recent low. You're just having whole and half dollars until then. Do you guys ever notice, and someone told me this years ago, and I don't know any big traders, maybe you big guys in the big firms could let me in on this. But you ever notice how when you break a whole dollar and immediately, like the next soft support level is like the 80-cent mark? Or if it breaks it going up, the next soft resistance part is the 20-cent mark? And then whole and a half dollars? Someone told me years ago that is because the Asian markets, that's their levels that they look for. They don't look at whole and half dollars. They look at 80 cent and 20 cent. Ross is full of crap. Ross didn't tell me that. There's a guy named I want to say he's a guy named Bart. I think there's some truth to that.
TMBR.
Bart is Norwegian. If it
Letter
means
F,
anything.
Ford says has orders for 150,000 new generation super duty heavy pickup trucks.
I'll ask Kuno. She would know.
TMBR float is just
TRP
shy of 3M.
Energy says activities ongoing to temporarily divert Mills Creek from
Kuno is a
location
chick.
upstream of the pipeline spill to downstream of the contaminant dams. Diversion of Mills Creek includes the
Look at
installation
this
of water
thing go,
pumps into
man.
the
Oh
pump
my gosh.
down
Why didn't we take this 1 minute
line.
here?
That's Tango Romeo Papa.
THA spread. That asterisk.
This is getting destroyed. Wow. Wow. Under 100 today. That's a big, at the time, big call. I thought it would go under this 108 this week. I didn't know today. I mean, it gapped down and just dumped. After 108, I'd have to imagine it's just 105 and then 100. I mean, I don't think there's much there. We have to go back over here to look. So this one, oh wow, that's a pivot point. You kind of see this area here. Rejection, 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 breakthrough, bounce. This is a pivot point. I'll kind of put it in the middle of that area. But yeah, you kind of see not much. I mean, you got a little peak here. 105, 105, what's called 104.50, 105 area, and then 100. And it doesn't, like, it looks like when it's gotten to 100, it breaks it. It doesn't necessarily run through it. Like, it plays with that level. So we'll see what happens when we get there. You could see a break of 100 and then a bounce. $603. Let's go. 16.
To another Another year. All the best for you and your fam. Maybe this year you'll let the Norwegian out from under the desk winking face.
So if I kill Antlerman, if I kill Rudolph, the claymores will be on the bridge. Is that what happens?
Yeah,
NVDA, NVIDIA brings RTX
uncodes the thing.
4080 to GeForce.
uncodes the thing.
Now that's
But if
November
I go
Victor
there and
Delta
kill him
Alpha.
up close, I'm fine.
If you kill him at all, it uncodes in that rate.
If I am on the bridge with the
House
thing and
Republican leader
someone else
McCarthy
is on
says
the
we
bridge
may
without
have
the
a
thing,
battle
do
on
they
the
have
House
claymores?
floor
Yes.
for speakership.
So it's
So,
like client-side claymores?
100%. Like, I could not go in with you. We could not run down the bridge.
JSPR.
I could not be on your hip with you. They would blow up because of you. And then you would not.
JSPR. JSPR.
Exclamation mark lifts.
The second Zerafi is dead, though, the claymores would automatically become active. So I believe he is the one that's disarming. But no one is able to find out.
Can't
No
do
one
it,
has
thank
lived.
you, bro. We would have heard him, shoot, though. Thanks, bro. No one's what the what?
My bad, I didn't realize it was no one has lived while killing him from the island yet. So no one knows the leaving process.
Oh, they're that hard?
I've only seen 3 people attempt it so far from the island with the device, and they all died.
NUZ halted at the highs, $14.57 on a circuit breaker, up 68%. That's November Uniform Zulu Echo.
NUZENTB.
We go gun XQCL.
INZY.
We go again. Thank you, DJ. Patrick. Happy New Year, man. Oh, what the fuck is going on over here, bro? Gotta get out of this place, man. Gotta get the fuck out of here.
Блядь, тут нашего завалили.
All right, we're out.
EADA data Nexus, more new highs now, $9.05, up 30% now.
Oh no! Wow. I'm surprised that one dude didn't die too. Holy shit.
Millions watched her get ambushed on camera.
I really think that they were trying to kill me.
These would-be robbers in Atlanta thought that they had the right one, but little did the alleged criminals know their victims were packing.
The gun is the equalizer. You got two women walking in a stairwell case, and little do they know, the robbers that think they have a drop on her, quite the contrary. She kind of had to drop on them a little bit. And what equalized that situation for her was the fact that she had a firearm. That situation, if she didn't have a gun,
ASPR shares are moving back higher again now, off the highs up 400%. Julius Sandy Papa Romeo.
Gate. She says that those women were ahead though, walked up the stairs, then disappeared out of view. Alexander says though, she had a gut feeling.
NUZE, Newsy on relatively low volume shares hit a high of $15, up about 65%
I would actually consider them to be
Uniform
much
Zulu Echo.
I don't know what that says about me, but I do now realize that I probably should not take on that type of mentality considering what happened in this particular case. And then another thing too that I realized and I want to point out too that has gone back and forth in my mind as well, notice that he mentioned they went to a bar and were walking back. So like here in Texas, there are certain places that you can carry guns, certain places that you can't. In Texas, if it's a 51% sign, you can't carry a firearm,
JSPR, Jasper Therapeutics, another spike here hitting
I've always had a problem with that. And the reason why I
high
have a
for the
problem
day
with that
now
is
up
because
430%,
you never really, it kind of limits what you can do with respect to
on Julius
carrying a firearm, defending yourself, and then kind of going about living life. I think the idea of it doesn't factor in. I have to walk back to where I've come from, especially if I didn't drive. So if I leave my place, walk to a bar or walk to an establishment that bans me from having a firearm, at some point I'm gonna have to walk back. And it doesn't, and these laws don't account for that reality. What happens? How do I protect myself on the walk back and the walk there? Sure, you can make the argument, there are no guns allowed here.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. All right, you're gonna want to go a little bit faster than that. That's the whole point of a Chicago drill. And also, you want to take a step forward because feminists tend to have more of a body.
We're going to be talking about a very interesting subject. The 22 is one of the most ubiquitous rounds in the world. You find them
It means
ubiquitous.
You can shoot with both hands.
Yep. It means that ubiquitous means everywhere. Like there's a lot of it. In any case, it's everywhere. You find it everywhere. It's all over the world. In fact, most murders are committed at the 22. Now, the question that we have here in Grantham is
Why they're all in Democrat cities?
that also. But the question that we have is, how far is a 22 lethal? At what point will a 22 just bounce off a human body? I think it'll be about 400. What do you think, Micah?
I'm gonna say you'll die at 400. I'd say 600, 700 is where
It just bounces? So today on Grantham, join us as we find out how far is 22 lethal. Before we get into that, we have to talk about our sponsors. The biggest sponsor of the channel is the what, Charles? like on far range, maybe a mariachi band. We don't even know. It's gonna be crazy. So to test out how far 22 is lethal, we have this ballistic dummy. Oh, hey, Kenny. Hey, Kenny's one of our warehouse workers for Onward Research. Kenny, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kenny, and I'm the diversity hire.
Oh, no.
My name is Kenny, and I work in the warehouse.
So obviously it's going to matter where on the body you're impacted. We're primarily going to be shooting for the trunk, but as we work further out, we will be going for headshots. And this is a ballistic dummy from Ballistic Dummy Labs. It is a approximation of fat, skin, and muscle as far as the ballistics gelatin is concerned, and then we have bones and organs and filled
We
with.
even have an Altoid because that's what Chads chew.
When did that get in there?
I don't know. Ask him that. Ralph, when did that get in there? Shut up,
So-
you silly.
And obviously a big thank you to Action Targets for the hat. Special announcement, thanks to Patreon bucks, we actually have a stand for our ballistic dummy now, which means that,
We're official?
like dating,
Well,
You had your chance, buddy.
the talk is cheap and ammunition is what?
Sponsored by America's Ammunition Company, and we can shoot a lot of it. Thank you.
Here we go. All right, first shot, 25 yards. Did you hear that smack? Well, there she is. Oh, look, that even shattered the rib.
Yeah, you got little pieces in there.
Yeah, so I mean, it 100% didn't go through, but like we're talking, that's straight into the heart. That's a shot to the heart.
But who's to blame? No. We're like 150.
Okay, we're at 50 right here.
See?
Nailed it. Oh, right there. Look at that. Through the throat. You're gonna
Makes me think of All Quiet on the Western Front, that really painfully long scene where the guy's like,
Oh, he shot in the throat.
Yeah,
And then he pulls out the knife and he's like,
like,
it's
"I'm
stuff.
sorry, I'm
Then he puts some
sorry."
mud in his mouth. We have 22 at 100, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be lethal. Micah?
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna be lethal.
I don't want to crouch.
You hit it?
Right here, we have good evidence of a sternum shot straight through, just like we have good evidence of the moon landing. So you can see the round actually impact the sternum, cracked it, and splintered.
That didn't kill him, though.
Well, okay, that one didn't kill him, but had it gone
had it gone in the right place.
precisely, had it gone between the ribs, it is survivable on a sternum or rib shot, which is actually kind of interesting.
How
Yeah.
far do you think it would have gone if it would have hit the gap, shoot the gap, and gone into the lung? Do you think it wouldn't have gone through?
Well,
probably
it
would've gone
would have lodged in, you would have had it collapse the lung, and you would have died.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
You have two of them.
Next up, we have this custom built CZ bolt action 22 rifle with a suppressor. A big thank you to Boise Black Rifle for bringing it out here. They are pretty based. You're pretty based, right?
Yeah, pretty based.
He looks like he's Amish, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we're at 200. We're gonna be seeing what happens. We're gonna do one with bear flesh, and we're gonna put a T-shirt on it.
We got a bear?
I actually do believe that with the T-shirt on, that I think the 22 is not lethal. I really do believe that at this distance.
Honestly, I just think, if anything, the T-shirt's just gonna get sucked into the wound with it, to be honest.
But I mean, that would.
I guess that means it's stopped
yeah,
it.
like push it through?
Yeah, like maybe it doesn't break the T-shirt and it just pushes it into you.
I have it on good authority that it doesn't. Like, you know when you're using the bathroom.
What
with
good
the toilet
authority do you
paper?
have it on?
Yeah, the toilet paper.
The toilet paper and your finger.
It's like that the Palpatine meme where he goes, "A surprise, but a welcome one to be sure."
Night, yeah. It may or may not have made contact with the Altoid that Ralph was eating earlier.
So maybe I'm not as good of a shot as I thought. We did get a sight on the jaw here, but it did go completely through the jaw, so it definitely had some mass behind it. We're gonna put a T-shirt on this guy. We're gonna go for a body shot. Is the Altoid still there? Still good. Is that wet?
It's a little wet.
Whoa. There is cow poop on that ground.
It got on my finger.
Oh, dude.
So shot number 2 will be on the T-shirt. I think it's probably gonna go through, actually. I think I was dead wrong. I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
It's an action
I
target.
I am a muse of science, and I was proven wrong.
HTGM NTB.
Okay, so we have a right in the O of action target, and yeah, that went straight fucking through.
Yeah, like pretty much into the lung.
Yeah, so okay, all right, we're going 300. We are at 300, and give it a shot. Well, looks like it went through, so we're gonna walk back
Through the whole body?
It penetrated?
Like went through the first layer of skin?
It went all the way through. It was
HTGM.
an inch high of the collarbone.
Well, looks like we're going back to 400.
Here I want to track through Middle Earth again.
Michael,
Ah.
at this point,
So
I'm tired of hiking up this hill. If it bounces off, can we just drive the dummy?
the mountain, the pass, Gandalf was leading us, and Saruman.
I think it's Mexican.
Fucking. Oh, this is a shoot.
Let me go ahead and spot for Mike.
Okay, tell him we're gonna tell him that.
Anything crackle like 'em, boys?
Miss.
Not a damn thing.
It's not what I want to hear, Thomas.
Fuck. I'm going to the very bottom of the optic.
Oh, wow.
CMMB is dying.
I don't see my impact, man.
I mean, you can barely see the target.
I can see it great.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Optic. Binocular.
Oh, that's a. Yo, you
Yeah.
want to try it?
No, we're not. We're not
Is that
serious.
Is that a 1 to 10?
1 to 8.
1
So
to-
now it's-
1 to 8 plus a 15.
It's that's 60.
27.
70. Yeah, it's 70.
Minus it out of 400 yards. That's
Well,
like a 100-yard shot.
Well, if Loophole was looking for ideas, I guess we gave him some.
3 hours later.
Just to the right. You what?
Oh, we did it!
Oh my god. 2022 just.
Good morning, traders. Keeping an eye
We're
on
using
options.
we're
Not
using
seeing anything at the
federal gold
moment.
medal match. I
About
know there's
20
better
minutes ago,
rounds, but
you did have this options flow come in on ticker BE.
for Frodo.
GMDA.
You had the $21 calls coming in on the ask,
Kenny, can you
expiring
carry this shit
this
to
week,
Concord, though?
approximately
I think you can.
$100,000 worth. They were also coming in on the $19 calls,
Ugh.
expiring this week
All right.
as well.
Let's see what JSPR is doing, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Just insta halting up. All right. I'll be in the Discord. Really not much else to talk about. And I'll see you in there, or I will see you tomorrow morning. Till then. Peace.
Juliet Sandy Papa Romeo.
GMDA. RSLS. 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 RSLS.
GOT